Hello everybody, my name is Mathis and welcome to a game based on our very near future, Orwell. I actually have been told a bunch of times to check out Orwell, so here we are. I know very little about the game outside it's kind of a game about what would happen if Big Brother essentially existed, where your privacy is gone, internet privacy is gone, and you're tasked with watching people and reporting them to the government, which in this day and age, especially with the threat to net neutrality going away and all this other stuff, is a very real possibility. Not going to get into politics too much, but I felt it was a very topical game to cover. Other than that, I know nothing about the game mechanics. We're just going to check it out. Let's do it. Welcome. You have been accepted into Orwell. Please create a profile. Sure. Let's go ahead and create. Congratulations. You have been selected for the Orwell test phase. Please create a profile. My name is Mathis, and I am a man. Are these the only pictures that I can choose from? Well, the closest one is that one. He looks like he might be wearing plaid. So, sure. Close enough. Did you know you are one of 39,812 accepted applicants? You may now enter your email address. Well, that's horrifying. Well, no email entering your mail address will allow us to inform you about updates on your case. The addresses entered will be handled with care and not for any other purposes. Well, there you go. That's my business email. Be diligent. Your work has a severe impact. Please agree to the following terms. I am aware that my actions may severely impact the lives of citizens of the nation. I will work thoroughly and judge objectively in the best of my belief. While working, I will adhere to the laws and jurisdiction of the nation. Well, sure. Why not? Thank you for ensuring the safety of the nation's people. That's what I'm here for. All about taking care of the people of the country. Registration is now complete. We're logging in. All right. I am now an Orwellian man. Hello. Freedom Plaza, April 12th, 2017. There's a man jogging, and other people are walking, and they're moving at about 3 frames. Oh, hello. No record found on either of them. All right. So there's just cameras everywhere? April 12th, 2017. I mean, just walking around, taking a look at some people at like 20 or 19 frames a second. The game is running at 60. It's just, I think this is supposed to look like this. Oh, okay, we're just taking a look at this person. Oh, hey, how are you doing, lady? Police record found. Girl. All right, what am I supposed to do? We just know that she's on the bus? Yeah, all right, people making out, public displays of affection, gross. I'm not into it. Gross, gross. There's a lady holding up a Sonic ring. Whoa! Well, somebody bombed the statue. Great. All right. Well, awesome. Episode 1, the clocks were striking 13. Okay. You're online. Good. Yes, I am, good sir. Symes? Call me Symes. I will be your advisor on Orwell. Together we'll form both the first and the last line of defense against terrorism. For this test phase, you are one of the first people to try out the Orwell system under real circumstances, selected from thousands of applicants from across the globe. Great! I'm made for this kind of thing, baby. Let's get the baddies. Normally, congratulations would be in order, but as you can see from that footage, there's been an incident. So let's get started. All right. I've activated the reader tool. Its purpose is storing bookmarks to online websites and documents for easy access, and to highlight when there is new information to be investigated. First, I want you to be informed of the situation. Our leading newspaper, the National Beholder, will bring you up to speed. All right, so I just got to click on the reader. Headlines. Bomb obliterates. Okay, feel free to browse the National Beholder. I've activated the profiler. Open the unknown person file once you're done. All right. Bomb obliterates Freedom Memorial and kills 3. Explosion destroys the Freedom Memorial in Bonton. 3 people killed, 5 severely injured. Authorities receive strange letter. Unknown person. All right, let's read more. At approximately 7:50 p.m. on Wednesday evening, an explosive device detonated at Freedom Plaza in Bonton. According to official police reports, 3 people were killed and at least 5 bystanders were severely wounded. The Freedom Memorial was nearly completely destroyed. Police forces closed off the area immediately. Experts believe the attack was an act of terror, with police confirming that the explosive device was homemade and triggered from some short distance away using a cell phone signal. Police reports also confirm that several hours earlier, an anonymous letter containing the first 3 stanzas of the German folk song Die Gedanken sind frei, the thoughts are free, had reached local authorities. Prime Minister Blaine immediately issued a public press statement firmly condemning the assault and put the nation on high alert until the perpetrators have been caught. All right, so I open the unknown person file. Let's pop this open. The profiler holds all known information on those we investigate. The file you have opened is for our main suspect. The blue-haired woman that the CCTV footage shows before the assault is no stranger to the police. Take a look at the arrest record. All right, so that must have been the lady we saw walking into the bus that had a police record. So where is the police? Where's the arrest record? Aliases, background, personality, activities, physique, accounts, contacts, relate. All right. Good sir, where would I open up the arrest record? Police database. Okay, so we can open up this Cassandra Watergate. Cassandra Watergate. Good last name. Not suspicious at all. The highlighted elements in the record are pieces of data that are able to be extracted. We call these elements data chunks. Hovering over data chunks will reveal their relevance to the case and any connections or information it may influence. Drag and drop all data chunks from the police database into a profile to upload them to our servers. So we know her name is Cassandra Watergate. So I can drag and just upload that her name is Cassandra Watergate. Okay, so just put her name there. Let's see. Her last arrest was in July, so almost a year now. Assault on a police officer. The arresting officer was Duncan Lloyd, and she was held in Bonton PT. Suspect was arrested on the site after Officer Franklin had been struck by an unknown object and became unresponsive. The protester at the origin of the assault were forcibly moved, where the suspect was found kneeling and weeping on the ground. When asked to lay on the ground with her hands behind her back, the suspect cooperated immediately. Protester at the origin. Why was she weeping on the ground then? Okay. So that's the only thing I can drag and drop? Was just her name? Can I grab anything over here? Doesn't seem to. Negotiations and Trilfa failed. Oh, there's a bunch of articles we can go through here. Okay, let's take a look at these articles real quick. Negotiations in Triflith, that's a terrible name, failed. Let's go ahead and read. Peace negotiations in the riot-ridden Pargesian capital Triflith have been aborted without any result last night. Independent sources report the President Cassart abruptly cut off communication with opposition representatives as the latter presented a tangible plan for the organization of re-elections. The news about the premature cancellation of negotiations caused thousands of people to resume demonstrations in the capital. It has been reported that demonstrators wearing hoods, threw incendiary materials into the shop windows and onto cars. Prime Minister Blaine stated his worries about the negative developments regarding the political situation of the neighboring country and has requested both sides to resume diplomatic discussion. Independent sources report that Cassart abruptly cut off communication with opposition as the latter presented a tangible plan for the... Okay. Well, good to know. And then the last one is movie shooting completed. Shooting of the Grey Shadow saga has finalized. Third part of the saga to hit movie theaters next Valentine's Day. Hilbury, after length shoots of Bonton's self-proclaimed visionary director, Sumishi Aran, announced that filming of his eagerly awaited romantic drama, 100 Grey Shadows, has finally come to an end. Announced via his timeline's profile yesterday, the brash director said he was eager to begin post-production and the final editing stages before the conclusion of the Grey Shadows series would hit the cinemas on Valentine's Day next year. The third and final chapter in the Grey Shadows saga, previously released as being a Grey Shadow and another Grey Shadow, great, very original names, good sir, which is, I'm assuming, a spoof on 50 Shades of Grey, was announced to be released almost 4 years ago, but was postponed numerous times due to production problems. Fans have speculated that this was largely due to the breakdown of Hollywood power couple Betty Avone and Mike McDeal, who have had long-lasting quarrels during the filming as a result. One production hand was reported to say that these spats were getting out of control and that completion of any scene featuring both actors was nothing short of pulling teeth. When we reached out to Rhubarb Productions to get a comment, they declined rumors and claimed that to be mere speculation. Alright, so what the fuck am I supposed to do now? Oh, I can, oh, this is, oh, her profile is actually highlighted blue, but it's so fucking hard to see that I didn't even know. Very good. Pictures and names are crucial information for Orwell to identify a person. Information and documents can only become a data chunk when it can clearly be assigned to a target person. Add the reason for Miss Watergate's prior arrest that has just been unlocked. We will need this info to progress. So, assault on a police officer. We'll go ahead and upload that. Good. With the data you extracted from the police record, a new document can now be accessed. Now let me ask you a question. Do you believe in coincidence? I do not. Find data revealing where she attacked the police officer and you will see what I mean. Well, we know that she attacked him in Bonton, right? Like we already read through that? Is this woman a terrorist? Woman allegedly injured a police officer 2 weeks ago. Remains in custody. Trial scheduled for August. Simple protester, anti-government terrorist. The case that keeps the media and the public guessing, Cassandra W., pictured above, who had allegedly injured a police officer severely 2 weeks ago, is still being held in police custody. The young woman is accused of having hit the victim's head with a large brick. The incident occurred during a rampage at the Freedom Plaza as part of a demonstration, which obviously is where the statue was blown up, against the newest amendments to the government's model project, the Safety Bill. Due to the chaotic nature of the scene, police have not yet been able to connect the crime to the accused. Cassandra W., who is an artist by profession, has denied the accusations completely and asked her fans to show her their support. A trial has now been scheduled for mid-August. The case received nationwide attention for Catherine Delacroix, Secretary of Security, labeled the alleged perpetrator alongside the other riders as anti-government terrorists. Well, we don't know, right? And this is, I'm sure this is, part of the game, but right here, she was arrested on site after Officer Franklin had been struck. Blah, blah, blah. The protesters at the origin of the assault were forcibly moved, where the suspect was found kneeling and weeping on the ground. When asked to lay on the ground, all they found her was kneeling and weeping on the ground. All right, well, let's go ahead and grab this and upload it. This cannot be undone. The exact same locations as the assault. Then she turns up there right before the explosion. Surely not a coincidence. As you know, Miss Watergate is still running around freely. We should find out why. We should also gather more information on her. I want to know who we're dealing with. Well, we know she's an artist, which is not much, but go ahead and grab that. Put that uploaded. Oh yes, one who does street art by blowing memorials to pieces by any chance. You're making quite the assumptions, sir. Great, you found another document. Before we go on, let's clarify your job and how it affects mine, shall we? You've extracted all the info I already knew about Miss Watergate. Starting now, I'm going into this case blind. The Orwell Ethical Codex dictates that investigators like yourself are the only ones allowed to access the documents of the target persons. Advisors like me only get to see the data provided by the investigators, who will then draw conclusions and request action. Your primary job is to provide information you deem important. Never give away incorrect or misleading data. You may hit disable on a data chunk you do not want to pass on to Orwell. However, some data chunks might be necessary to progress on the case. Okay, so we are the stopgap between the people and the government. One person is relying on one single person, me, to give them correct information to make arrests or not. That's a horrifying thing. All right. Here she is. We're going to learn a little bit about her and see if we think she's the one. Now, I'm already weary that she may or may not be the one because of, what evidence do they have that she actually hit the police officer with a brick? All right. Let's see. Hi, I'm Cassie, a colorful inhabitant of Wonderland right behind the rainbow. Glad you found me. Finally found the courage to quit my dull day job, focus on my art career, and put my stuff on port.folio. Below you'll find a hand-picked selection of my latest works. You can browse through them by clicking on the arrows on the left and right of the pictures below. See something you like? Why, of course you do, because it's freaking awesome, isn't it? Leave a message on my UTEL account, the Cassie92, and tell me which piece you'd like. I'm gonna make a fine art print and ship it right away to your doorstep. Best thing, free of charge. Now off you go and have fun. So let's see what she's got. She likes cats. Yep, that beaut is me. I was never sure about the title though. The Businessman's Forgotten Daughter. or a victim of traditionalism in pink. What do you think? So that's interesting. She is the businessman's forgotten daughter. Probably, right there, I'm thinking maybe the father was successful and wanted her daughter to follow in his footsteps, but she didn't, and she became an artist instead. A Christmas present for my darling. So she's in a relationship. Hang on, yeah, what does this tell me about her? Daughter of entrepreneurs. This is useful. The util of Cassie 92. In Wonderland right now, right behind the rainbow. Quit previous job to focus on art career. So what else we got? My beloved furball, Kikiko. Interesting. Well, I guess we'll know that the util account is probably useful. We can look up some things about her. Good, you found a chat handle that will allow us to overhear any conversations on that account. The listener has now been unlocked. New conversations will appear whenever they are started. What? Where'd that happen? The listener. Okay. So whenever she starts a conversation, we can now listen in on her. That's creepy. The businessman's forgotten daughter. We'll go ahead and drop that. She's in a relationship. So she's in a relationship. Should we just upload everything? That doesn't really tell me much, but she quit her job. Whatever her job was before may be useful. Interesting. We should find out what that job was. Oop. Okay. She's talking to somebody, an unknown person. Let's watch. Hey, you. Hey, Jossie. I can't seem to find my credit card. I assume you took it, right? You got me, Sherlock. Girl's just spending money willy-nilly. She may not be a terrorist, but she is irresponsible financially. I'm in the middle of buying all of Bonton with that platinum card I lifted from your desk. Can't stop me now. All right, that's important, so we can see what she purchased. Well, luckily for you, I don't mind you going on a splurge as long as you pick up some wine for dinner. So this must be your boyfriend, then. Wine? What does Joseph Langley, my fearless attorney and all-around badass, have in mind this time? Probably just a business call from one of his favorite clients. Actually, yes, that is exactly what's going to happen. Very serious business, Cassandra. I thought as much. So she's dating maybe her lawyer? That maybe got her off the hook from the initial thing. Guess I better pick up shitloads of wine. You'll have to get this client of yours pretty buzzed to handle all that business. One bottle should be fine. She's a lightweight. Oh, gonna get her good and trashed. Classy. He's a classy dude. Oh, whatever. I guess I shouldn't pick up some of those party pills from Big Pharma, aka my parents, then. Party pills? Yo, you drugging it out? Oh, come on. I was only teasing. Speaking of your parents, when are you gonna tell them about us? Ugh, yeah, maybe. Gotta go. Text you later. Well, dang. Okay. We got a good information out of this. First of all, we can see what she spent. So we can get that. She stole a credit card from an unknown person. If you're able to find out who she was talking about, we could lock it for the owner. No. Boyfriend, man. We know this is boyfriend. All right. Well, there you go. Wait, she stole a credit card from her lawyer? Really? Well, we should be able to track the credit card of this Langley down and lock it for him. Done. No need to thank me, Mr. Langley. You now have a profile for a related person. It can be accessed via the profiler. Data chunks will only appear for targeted persons and can only be extracted into their relevant profiles. Well, she's a druggie. Let's get that. Or she just enjoys a pill every once in a while. Watergate, pharma entrepreneurs. That does ring a bell. Okay, so we've got some info on her. She's dating her lawyer. I feel like that's super important to know. But regardless, we might as well upload whatever the fuck that means. She's a creator. So you're under the impression that our wonderful Miss Watergate is really living in Wonderland. Somehow I doubt that. Call it intuition. People's lives are hanging in the balance here. What if you pass me something I cannot identify as wrong so easily? You've got to be more careful. Okay, cool. So that's just like a, hey, not everything is useful kind of information. All right. Well, we've got a couple things we've learned here. Watergate Pharmaceuticals, which must be her big business parents, of course, or at least her father. Company, jobs, and products. Watergate Pharmaceutical enriches lives with our industry-leading range of products, making an important contribution to your well-being. Below, you'll find a small selection of our most popular products. Cough drops that fight against irritation of the throat based on natural herbs, activating pills against migraines and strong headaches, medication for increased concentration and cerebral performance, foreskin, that's a hell of a name, Forial active, medication for the alleviation of arthritic joint pain, Mitharin, antidepressant to help stabilize your emotions, Spirin, all-around painkiller that dissolves into water, and some soothing pills for a night's rest. Company. The name Watergate has been inseparable from progression and improvement of pharmaceutical research for more than 80 years. Watergate Pharmaceuticals is one of the nation's leading companies in the area of medicine. At the same time, it is the largest medication exporter to all areas of the world. The business Watergate Pharmaceuticals Inc. has been in the hands of the Watergate family and owning them since 1931. Bruno Watergate, that's got to be your father then? Is Bruno Watergate grandson of our founder, Edgar Watergate. Apart from working in the family business, Mr. Watergate is also founder, blah, blah, blah. So he head of the charity Children of Pages. So that's good. He's the founder of Central Pharmacy Congress and head of the charity Children of Pages. This has got to be her father. Dr. Alice Watergate. Dr. Alice Watergate, co-partner of the firm with her husband Bruno, holds a PhD in biology and chemistry. She leads the research and development team, so that's got to be the mother. And this is her? Yeah, this is her. So she's a junior COO. Carrying the family tradition to the next generation, Alice and Bruno's daughter Cassandra will soon be joining the executive ranks. Her business acumen and unique flair will write the next chapter of her 85-year-strong legacy. Well, she's got blue hair now. Interesting. Does she still work there then? Let's go ahead and upload it. Is that actually the same person? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, man. Doesn't make any sense. Well, she at least dyed her hair. Junior COO. So we can update her picture. That's interesting. Appointed to be the COO of a pharmaceutical company, probably one of her parents. Being an artist and a junior CEO seems quite odd. She also mentioned she had quit a dull job, didn't she? That's what I'm thinking. Documents that you have already reviewed may be updated from time to time as events unfold. The reader will notify you when that happens. The National Beholder just published a new article. You may want to take a look and see if there's any new information available. We want to know, we'll drop this in there that she's the daughter of the two. That's important information. Ah, now I see. Keeping it a family affair. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's see what we got. We got new headlines. Crime rate continues to drop. Bomb obliterates Freedom Memorial, which I'm assuming is the one we already read. Yep. All right. So crime rates are continuing to drop. The Ministry of Security has presented latest numbers on the crime statistics in the country. Never before have there been so few violent crimes. On Thursday morning, the Ministry of Security published a new crime statistic report for the preceding year. According to the report, the number of recorded criminal offenses decreased by 4.8% in comparison to last year. The crime rates have been continuously declining over the past several years as a direct result of the implementation of the safety bill. This is the safety bill. The party is elected in government. Safety bill passed. Well, here's the thing, right? The crime was already going down by the time. I mean, it takes a steeper decline here, but crime was already on the way down before this got implemented. The safety bill is a collection of safety-centered laws and statutes created with the ultimate goal to protect the freedom of the nation's citizens. Central to the safety bill is the simplified, sped-up process of taking investigative measures against criminal suspects and their prosecution, as well as the provision of an increased budget for safety-related expenses. The safety bill also paved the way for stricter regulations concerning immigration and general travel into our transitioning through the nation. It also became mandatory to inform employers whenever an application or employee is an ex-convict or otherwise regarded potentially dangerous. Since the safety bill has come into effect in 2011, the total number of acts of crime and terrorism committed have been decreasing continuously, and the trend is ongoing to date. Is there anything important in here? Not really, but this is still good to know. The Parges peacekeeping mission. The terrorist incident of 2008 was the terrible consequence of the premature retreat of our troops from Parges, a region torn by civil unrest for years by the order of the previous government. To fix our predecessor's mistake, the party, when elected in 2009, immediately made preparations to send our highly reliable soldiers back to safeguard the region for the good of the inhabitants of both countries alike. Oh man, this is sounding very, very similar to some stuff that's happened to us. After the Parges peacekeeping mission and had been signed in 2011, our troops were sent off to the neighboring country to perform tasks including the distribution of aid packages containing food and blah, 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 the rebuilding of infrastructure, upholding law and public order alongside removal of war relics such as anti-personnel mines or unexploded bombshells, and training local police and military forces. Due to the recent stabilization, we've been able to reduce the number of... Okay, yeah, gotcha. Secretary of Security Catherine Delacroix appeared very pleased by these numbers and declares this development an outstanding result of successful safety policy. When confronted with the assault in Bonton, she once again admitted that the ambitious goals of the government have not yet been accomplished. She further mentioned that activities are currently being established which will have a considerable impact preventing further incidents, which I can only assume is she's talking about what we do, the Orwell project. Cool. Just so many things to go through here. So we can go through the products real quick, which we already did. The company, which we already went through. So how do I get rid of that? How do I get rid of these little stars? Procedure closing raises manipulation suspicions. So this is okay, cool. We got some stuff here. Orwell informs you just encountered conflicted data chunks. Whenever the content of two data chunks are at odds with one another, those will be shown as conflicted. When you extract one of the data chunks containing a conflict, the others will become invalid immediately. I'd highly recommend that you clarify the context of the conflict before you proceed. Though this is your decision. Once the information has been parsed, there is no way to reverse the choice. So like here. All right, let's read and let's figure out what the conflicting data chunks are here on good old Cassandra Watergate. Investigation into malicious injury of a police officer has been dropped due to lack of evidence. Speculated that the accused parents manipulated the trial. Ooh. Wait, what? So it was dropped due to lack of evidence, and they're speculating that the parents manipulated the trial in some way. Okay. This is the lawyer. This is the lawyer that she's banging right now. The case that has been at the center of media attention for the last month has finally come to an end. Cassandra was acquitted of the alleged assault against a police officer before the trial took place, with the case being closed due to a lack of evidence. Show conflict. What's the conflict? I don't understand where the conflict is at right now. There's a conflict with another data chunk. Procedure closing raises manipulation of suspicions. Procedure closing is the... I don't understand which one is... So, okay, these are conflicting with one another. Oh, I gotta pick which one of these two. Okay. Closed due to lack of evidence yesterday. However, the case might be reopened should new evidence be discovered. The suspect's lawyer, Joseph Langley, pictured above, welcomed this outcome. At no point has there ever been any valid evidence that my client was guilty, at no point at all. The revered defense attorney commented during a post-trial press gathering. The defense successfully brought video evidence depicting the incident in question, which eventually turned the tide of the proceedings. Meanwhile, the relatives of the victim expressed their disappointment on hearing the result of the lawsuit. The relatives, really? They openly voiced their concerns that the wealthy family of the accused might have influenced the outcome of her favor. So the police officer's parents or relatives were mad. The victim, a father of two young sons, was rushed into the hospital after the incident in mid-July, where he's still being... All right. Well, I don't know. There's really no... Like, what we know is very, very little, right? We know that she was seen crying on the ground. There's like either something happened or nothing happened, right? Which is the most vague thing of all time. But there is no evidence that she threw the brick. Maybe she was feeling guilty that she was throwing the brick, but I'm going to go ahead with the case being closed due to lack of evidence. This is what I figured. A pity that the CCTV feed did not actually help. Maybe it will today. Yeah, there was no evidence. I mean, you got to do the right thing, man. You know what I'm saying? So we got projects. We already know about this. We already went through all of this. Okay. Session is closed. What am I supposed to do now? Am I missing something? He's got a bottle of water. All right, well. Participate. Become a member of the party as a life-altering call. Maybe we should go through this real quick. Oh, shit. I should have maybe went through all this stuff. Positions. And this is just all about the party itself. Crime rate continues to drop. What is this? Just the options. I'm very confused. What am I missing here? These are the jobs. Okay. Here we go. So this is important. This is what I missed. Watergate Pharma School is currently looking for suitable candidates for the following positions. So we are urgently looking for a COO, Chief Operating Officer, to replace the retired, formerly appointed predecessor. So we automatically know she quit. There we go. That's important information. Maybe I was wrong and nothing stays in the family. Ouch. This is probably what she meant about quitting her job. Good. So we now know that. Currently, I'm thinking that our Miss Watergate underwent quite a radical change. Don't you agree? Let's find out what happened in between these two lives of hers. What may have caused this radical shift. Many years of work experience, deep knowledge of the pharmacy market, master's degree in business economics, a traditional-oriented character, open for new challenges, competitive, motivated spirit, an ambitious and challenging role. This is just like what we need out of you and what they offer. So, it sounds like a good job. She basically gave up a really good job. All right, let's find out what happened to her. Timelines. Birthday. Art, music, and activism. You're invited to Tea Inside the Rabbit Hole. Well, we'll go ahead and upload that. We know when she was born. So we got a full-on profile of her now. She's interested in music, art, and activism. I guess the activism is the important bit of that right now. What a lineup. Okay. Let's see. Woohoo! First day in freedom, far away from the shackles of Watergate Pharma. What? Who's gonna pay for our stuff? For your stuff now? Mommy and Daddy won't like this. Who's this? Jake Clefton guy. Listen, Jake, I'm not Daddy's little girl anymore. My art already got me a lot of money, more than enough to pay all my bills. So don't worry about me. She quit on March 1st, 2017. Interesting. Okay. Cassandra Watergate, and this is... Oh, so this is going way back. It's going upwards. Let's go at the bottom here and take a look. Damn. This goes back really, really far. All right. So we already know. So that's when she quit. Should we go from the bottom up? I feel like we should go from the bottom up. Well, that happens when you do my hair. Well, that is what happens when you do my hair. All right, so she got her hair colored. I guess here. Ooh la la, oui, no. Having an amazing shopping tour with my Mary, the best friend of all times. But you really should consider paying a visit to your hairstylist soon, darling. So hang on a second. Mary, just shut your freaking mouth, okay? I am not in the mood for your stupid act. I told you not again. Cannot deal with this right now. Interesting. So they're already fighting. Alright, let's go back. Despised puppets of the state, you finally managed to destroy us entirely. There's nothing left to do but congratulate you. These are my personal wishes to inform the deepest abyss of my heart. Fuck all of your government lackeys. Well, let's go ahead and upload that. She's not happy about the government. Well, Miss Watergate, we aren't too fond of you either. Alright. Sweetie, what is the matter? That totally doesn't sound like you. We haven't hung out for ages. You gotta get out from time to time. You feel much better. Mary, just shut your freaking mouth, okay? I am not in the mood for your stupid act. I told you again and again, I cannot deal with this right now. Okay, you know what? I am really sorry that I still care about my best friend, no matter how often she decides to give me the cold shoulder. But in that case, that's in the past now. So she got into a fight with her friend at some point. But we now know she is dating the lawyer. With her lawyer. Might be noteworthy. Cassandra Watergate posted, the Beholder actually wrote about me being freaking redeemed of this shit. But surprise, surprise, they had to mention the speculations over my parents buying me out. Makes the click counts go boom, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Clickbait. So this is about the article that we already read. At least you are redeemed now. Want to blow off steam together with a little late night shopping tour? Not today. I have a date this evening. Ooh, who's the lucky one? Case closed. Congratulations. Never heard any doubts about it. Kiddo, you're my heroine in both the heroic and drug way. And the drug way? Damn good, dude. 1,000 cams of plaza, but no proof. We've shown the world that this dirty surveillance machinery only exists to intimidate and to mislead people into believing false promises. Cams for safety? One big lie. Wow, I'm so happy for you. I knew everything would be okay in the end. Shall we have an awesome Cassandra freedom party on Friday? Thanks, guys. I'm happy. I am sure I heard a load off my mind. Okay, what is this? New portrait? Sure, let's... That's what she looks like now anyway. Keep it updated. The concert was amazing, so amazing that I just had to give my hair a little makeover. So without further ado, how do you like it? Cool. Mary, oh my god, what happened to your beautiful hair? Why didn't you ask me before going to a stylist? We could have gone together. Cassie's going punk. Did mommy and daddy agree with that? Looks nice. That's a whole new you. You also need a new name then. What about Catharthus? That's clever. Me likey. So henceforth, Cassandra should now be known as Catharthus. Had her name alias suggested, blah, blah, blah. So what will this change if I upload this? Anything? She has like an alias? An alias name. You know people on the web, so many names, so many identities. I mean, I only have Mathis, so it's always good to record every alias, then we can match data chunks to target persons whenever they are using them. That's the Spirit Kiddo. Now I'd like to invite you on our little activist group. If you want to join us, it would be nice to have you with us to protest the Freedom Plaza on Friday. Interesting. So she was there at the... We know she was there at the protest, but she was there with the group. Ooh, we got a conversation happening. Oh, all right. Yosef is talking. Hey, did you hear about the Freedom Plaza bombing? Yeah, don't mind me. Don't remind me. You know I have a history with that place. It'd take a while to type, huh? Already fucking me up enough that I have to catch a bus from there every day. Too many bad memories, and now I was there just moments before this happened. Ugh, should have never gone to the damn protest. Darling, you don't need to justify yourself to anybody, especially not to me. Well, I was so happy when Goldfelds accepted me into Thought. I desperately wanted to go to prove my worth to the cause. Think of it this way. If you would not have gone to the protest, you would never have been wrongfully indicted, and then we would never have met. Yeah, and I would not have been called a terrorist in all the papers. You are not a terrorist, okay? Ain't I? You sure? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Is that it? Nobody's talking? Oh, no, she's talking now. Oh, damn it. What? Is she... Your card's not working here. Can't buy anything. Yeah, we locked it down, girl. Have you gone bankrupt or something? And unless you went on a serious shopping spree, there should be plenty of money on there. I guess we'll have to go without wine then. Is he getting suspicious that we're watching? Here's the thing. I've got an important appointment tonight. It's surprisingly out of schedule and I can't postpone it. You've got to be kidding me! I'm very sorry, darling. We'll see each other tomorrow. You always have an appointment. Appointment here, appointment there, appointment every fucking where. Darling, please just calm down. How can you constantly do this to me? Why is he suddenly getting like that? Have you taken your Methorin? Yes, damn it. Well, that's important info. Is this the only thing that matters to you, that I am on fucking happy pills all day? Darling, please, it's nothing like that and you know it. So I keep my mouth shut whenever you leave me hanging. If I don't show up at this appointment, I risk losing a very important client. Fine. Don't you understand that? Oh no, I totally understand. Don't you risk losing that very important client of yours now. Cassie, don't be like that. I get it. I guess I'm just not an important client anymore. Oh, come on, Cassie. Going home now in case I'm getting up on that priority list of yours anytime soon. Please. All right, so first of all, she's on Methorin. Good to know. What's this Methorin? Can you look that up for me, please? Yeah, we'll take a look at it here in a second. We know she joined Thought. An activist group called Thought. Interesting. Maybe this is where this is what influenced her. And who is Goldfells? We should find something that shows her current attitude and see if we're following the right person. Enough that I have to catch a bus there. So we know she goes there every single day, so it's not out of the ordinary that she was there. Meaning her presence there before the bombing could be coincidence after all. I'll reserve my thoughts until you find more evidence. Christ almighty, man. Okay, so, we know that she was a friend, but not anymore. And this is the most important version, so we know she's not happy with Mary. Because this is the most current. How sad. Okay. Boom. So let's go to products of the whatever it is, and we'll get down to methorin. Antidepressant. Makes sense. She's on antidepressants. It's fine. It's not abnormal in any way. I wonder if her adverse attitude towards the assault is actually worth anything then. Perhaps emotions were high if she's relying on this medication. Looking at what you have extracted so far, we're dealing with a potentially dangerous personality. I will indicate that to law enforcement. Really? Overview. Thoughts are free. If liberty means anything at all, it means the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. Freedom is unfree. These are all archived. Forbidden. All these are forbidden, huh? Freedom is unfree by Catharsis. It's cams everywhere, even at the Freedom Plaza. Is it just me, or is that more than just a bit, I don't know, ironic? You've probably all known me as either that blue-haired punk bitch, stupid cunt, or anti-governmental terrorist. These are only some of the names I've been called during the criminal investigation against me. That was just because in the middle of the chaos, someone believed to have seen me hurt a police officer. It never even occurred to anybody that it wasn't me. We were there because we wanted a peaceful protest. We have always been against violence, but there's already conflict. She has an adverse attitude against violence, but what's the conflict? Well, I'm going to upload it and see what happens. Huh. If you think that is her actual attitude, we might be barking up the wrong tree after all. All right, we found so far maybe it was over here, I didn't see it. It's all good and interesting, but I think we should be searching for something a little more concrete. We have to dig deeper. Already another conversation, huh? Juliet. Hey, Cassie. Who's Juliet? Hi, Jules. Cassie, I just wanted to know. Your post on timelines about this assault. You really shouldn't write something like that. Really, Jules? You aren't going to preach to me about the stupid post, are you? No. I just wanted to know what's wrong, Cassie. It's nothing. Just between the two of us. I just had to let off some steam, you know? It's because of what happened, isn't it? Yeah, and lots of other shit today. This bombing stirred up all this crap again, you know? What I did? What I did? What happened there wasn't your fault. Oh shit, she might have actually hit the police officer, but it was accidental. Cassie, you hurt that officer to save me, and you succeeded. You mustn't forget about that. Holy shit. How can it not be my fault? Julia, I smashed the freaking skull of a father of 2 children because I lost it. Fuck. Who knows what would have happened if you hadn't stopped him? And this is why you really should remove this post. I feel like an asshole. The worst kind of asshole. I might be free, but not rightly so. I'm not innocent. Oh, Cassie, nobody is innocent. You'll have to let go. Oh, shit, girl. She did do it. Wait, what? The conflict is this? Cassie, you hurt that officer to save me. Juliet has smashed the freaking skull of a father of 2 children because I lost it. Injured a police officer to protect Juliet Carrington, or admitted guilt towards Juliet Carrington for having injured a police officer in rage. I mean, we could go with this one. Huh, she did it. All right. Well, so she was feeling immediate guilt. All right. Well, we'll do it to say she's still guilty, but she did it for a reason, so maybe a lesser sentence. What? Where did this come from? This is perfect. We can arrest her and open the investigation again. However, we probably won't be able to hold her for long if it really happened in defense of Juliet. Very good work. The intervention team is already on the way. We'll need to wait for confirmation. Next stop, Wonderland, right? Just kidding. Next time, be careful providing the wrong data, okay? In Miss Watergate's case, it was not a problem to get her address with the help of local police due to her former record. All right. Oh, shit. I thought about what you said. Maybe you're right. I should take the post down. It's too late, girl. You admitted it. It'd be better, believe me. Sometimes reading is hard. Wait a second. Somebody's at the door. BRB. Okay, I'll wait. She ain't coming back. Sorry, Juliet. By the way, how's your boyfriend? You still together? You haven't been talking about him all that much lately. Well, not as much as before. We already knew that. I wonder if I could have missed that and it wouldn't have mattered. Hello? She went to the door. It's been a minute. You still there? Look, I get it. You gotta hurry the story along, but still. Cassie? I'll inquire if all went well with arresting Miss Watergate. You did a good job in NNA case. Although we have no proof she is involved in the bombing, we might be able to question her. Despite acting in defense of this Juliet, she seems to be quite unstable and a threat. Okay, I just received confirmation that she is now in custody. Very good work indeed. I'm curious about this thought group, though. Whether they... Oh, God. No. Take a look at the news. Oh, shit. Headlines. 2 dead after second explosion. Oh, shit. Explosive charge set off at Stelligan University in Bonton. That is horrible. 2 dead, similar approach, same letter found. So these assaults are connected. And if that wasn't enough already, Miss Watergate is in custody at the time. So that's her out of the picture, at least for this attack. This complicates matters massively. So much for our simple test case. I need to speak to my superiors to see how we are to proceed given the extenuating circumstances. You did good today. You can log off and get some rest by clicking the button at the top right of the desktop. Try and get some sleep. I have a feeling the next few days are going to be trying at best. Well, half an hour ago, I mean, damn, man. Cassandra's timeline? Ha. Finally someone with the grit and explosives to show how futile surveillance is. Oh, damn, I didn't even notice that she did this. Doesn't really matter, though. All right, well, that's where I'm going to stop this. This is a long episode because I wanted to get through the first case. I have no idea if I'm going to continue this, but this is really cool. Like, I like this. This is interesting. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think of this game in the comment section below. If you want to see more, you know what to do. Hit the like button and let me know. And if not, go pick up the game. Link will be in the description below. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.